welcome to this, and this will be my WrestleMania weekend preview. Most of you will probably see this by the time I'm up in the air and on my way to Atlanta, or in Atlanta, maybe. This is late. I wanted to do this as early as Saturday, or Sunday, or Saturday, Sunday or Monday, and at work kind of got in the way, along with the fact that I had to do a quick, super clean of my house, because I got family that's actually going to come and visit my father. For those of you that don't know, my dad does live with me. Not the other way around, as I'm sure some of you think. Because they're big, huge Kentucky fans, and they actually got tickets for the Final Four. So they're going to be here while I'm gone. And so had to do a quick kind of clean of the house. And, you got two guys living in the house. The house doesn't always look the best. So, anyways, not that any of you probably gave two shits about that. But anyways, furthermore, so that kind of got in the way. But I did want to do this because, every year this is kind of a big event, huge event. This is, in many ways, this is our kind of weekend. This is our Christmas. If you're a pro wrestling fan, this is like the weekend of weekends, because so much stuff's going on. And if you've never been there, I do recommend at some point. Next year's it's in freaking South Beach South Beach. Listen to me, I sound like freaking Instant Classic 8. It's not in South Beach. It's in Miami. And great destination, great, for a weekend. You got South Beach. You got everything else that's going on in Miami. You got good food. If you've never been to Miami, you should just go anyways. Miami's a great place. But, good stuff. And, yeah, so just saying. But this year, because you always hear people talk about how great the experience is, how crazy it is, and it is crazy, and this year is going to be even crazier. It's already started off crazy. I ordered shirts from WWE shop about 2 weeks ago. Didn't leave until this past Friday, and meaning I'm not going to get my shirts, which I bought simply to take to WrestleMania. They're going to be shipped to the house Saturday. Ain't going to do me no good. It's kind of miffed. They're pretty cool shirts. But anyways, and then there's been other issues that have transpired. So yeah, this might end up being more of an adventure trip, to be honest. But anyways, so yeah, you got all that going on. And but every year you hear people talk about the craziness that is WrestleMania weekend, just how insane it is, and it is insane. And this year you actually get a chance. Those of you sitting at home that cannot go to Atlanta, not go to WrestleMania, you get kind of a taste of it this year, because you have Ring of Honor putting on 2 iPay-per-views, Dragon Gate's putting on their own iPay-per-view on their new whatever it is, and that they've started up, and you have WrestleMania as well, so you all can watch that, and you guys can see just kind of the craziness that some of us go through, just all of that. And think about it, you guys aren't even, they're doing the Hall of Fame the night after Raw now. And you got Raw, which I'm not going to, but you got Raw as well. So pretty crazy stuff, to be honest. It's a nutty weekend. Weekend pretty much is going to start with, well, we're going to go check out, we're showing up Thursday, me and all the guys that are going with me, we're all showing up Thursday. Hopefully the if the weather doesn't get involved. And, again, this might turn into an adventure, folks. Gonna hang out, and then I don't know if we're gonna make videos. Hopefully somebody brings something that we can make videos with. I'm sure someone will. But anyways, to put it on, so we're gonna do that, and then come Friday night, it all starts. We got Ring of Honor takes center stage, part 1, where you're gonna have Eddie Edwards taking on Christopher Daniels. They've already had 2 pretty good matches, or great matches, some would say. That's your main event. Eddie Edwards, the new champion, which is really, it's amazing how them just putting the title on Eddie Edwards is kind of, it seems like giving Ring of Honor just a shot in the arm. It's pretty amazing in my book. So that's worked out well. So you get that. You get Kings of Wrestling versus the World's Greatest Tag Team for the titles. I do expect a title switch there. Watch us not get it, but I do expect it. I think most people expect it. Should be another great match. You're going to have Roderick Strong taking on Davey Richards. You know, last time they went on, I know not everybody was into that match. They thought there was too much pickups and stuff, and I was one of those. I thought it was a great match, but I did think they went a little overboard. But still, I mean, the match should deliver. J. Mark Briscoe taking on Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly. That should be really good. El Generico taking on Michael Elgin. That was kind of a surprise match from the last pay-per-view, so that should be good. We're going to have Sora Del Rey and Serena Deeb taking on two Joshi women who I'm not going to lie, I don't know who, I've never seen these two wrestle. I don't know. I'm sure LV has much more information on these two than I do. But from everything I've heard, they're supposed to be really good. I hope, please, Ring of Honor, give these women time. I mean, you're bringing in these two Japanese women, at least 10 minutes. That's all I'm asking is 10 minutes. Then we're going to have a four-corner survival, Homicide, dude that I can never pronounce his name, so I'm not going to try, from the Embassy. Colt Cabana and Caleb Connolly, I guess? Yeah. And so that should be good. And we're also going to see, at some point, the All Night Express was supposed to be there as well, so we'll see how that goes. So that should be interesting. Then night 2 or morning they're having ROH is having a fan convention thing that you can show up. I think it's like $10 at the door that you can pay, and it's going to be like 90 minutes of just like a meet and greet with everybody. They're going to have Bushwhacker Luke's going to be there. Of course, he was at the shows. Was he there last year? I can't remember if he was there last year, but you know, he was at the Houston shows. I do remember that, and they're going to have a match with him there. So that should be. And Jim Cornette's going to be there, so doing an interview with Eddie Edwards, I guess, or Christopher Daniels, who's ever the ROH champion, which I would imagine it would be Eddie Edwards. So that will go on. So then I know we're going to that. Then we're going to get Honor Takes Center Stage Part 2. The main event of that being the American Wolves taking on the world's greatest tag team. That should be great. I'm looking forward to that. I love both teams, so that should be a lot of fun. Then we're going to have the Kings of Wrestling taking on Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly. That should be really good to great. Roderick Strong taking on El Generico. That should be really good to great. J. and Mark Briscoe taking the All Night Express might get turned into some sort of wacky, brawl, street fight, one of the, type match. If that's the case, that should be really good to great. Colt Cabana versus Dave Taylor. Yes, Dave Taylor. That should be a lot of fun. Then Daizee Haze with, again, another Japanese girl that I have no idea who she is, taking on the two Japanese women from the night before. Again, I hope they give them time. I think this could be really good. I've heard good things about the women, so that should be really good. Christopher Daniels taking on Michael Elgin. That could be kind of a surprise of the night. And then Homicide taking on the dude who I can't pronounce his name from the Embassy. So that's a pretty stacked card. Both cards look really good for that. So that's like, wow. Not going to lie. Then we're also going to go to Dragon Gate show, the iPay-per-view show, which should be good. YAMATO defends his title against Austin Aries. If Aries loses, he leaves Dragon Gate USA. I don't know. I think Austin Aries works in Dragon Gate, but at the same time, I don't know about him being champion, but I guess we'll see. Then we're going to get the traditional six-man, though it's not the really Dragon Gate six-man. It'll be Blood Warriors of CIMA, Naruki and Ricochet taking on Ronin, Chuck Taylor, Johnny Gargano, and Rich Swann. I'd much rather have the true Dragon Gate six-man myself, but hey, that's just me. We're going to have Pac versus Tozawa. That should be really good. That's the match that I'm really actually going to see. I'm not going to lie. Yoshino taking on Sami Callihan, and that should be good. We're also going to get Jimmy Jacobs, Brody Lee, Stalker Ichikawa, which that will be fun to see live, I'm not going to lie. And Silas Young and RJ Fox and John Davis. Never seen Stalker Ichikara live. Definitely want to see him live. That should be fun and crazy and all of that. John Moxley with some porno chick who actually I don't know who she is. Taking on Eric Cannon. Apparently, Rebby Sky is going to be there too. And then, of course, WrestleMania 27. And before WrestleMania 27, you can go to the Dragon Gate show. So there's that. There's also going to be a High Spots or Wrestle Reunion is having a show, which I'm probably, and I don't think anyone that's going with me knows this, I'm probably going to wind up going to because Daphne's going to be there, and yeah, I'm not going to miss meeting Daphne again. Because you know, I am a fan, not going to lie, and so there we go. And then WrestleMania. Edge versus Alberto Del Rio, I think that could be, if they give them time, I hope they do. Not sure what Christian is going to wind up doing there, but this should be a fun match at the very least. The Miz versus John Cena. I know a lot of people are really down on this match. I know The Rock's going to be involved in some way. I really, really think, this might be Miz's kind of breakout match in a lot of ways. I really hope they go out there and they try to showcase Miz. I don't know if they're going to do that. And honestly, I think The Miz should go over. I'm not going to lie. I do think he should go over. I think that would help him, particularly since I don't think they have booked him very well at all. But anyways, Undertaker versus Triple H, no holds barred. I'm very indifferent about this match. The reason is I've seen this match, and I've seen this match at WrestleMania, and I've seen it live at WrestleMania. So I'm not the biggest on this match for that reason. I thought the build-up, particularly at Raw, was really good, so there was that. Are they going to have a great match? I would love to sit here and tell you yes. I know a lot of people think that I just hate on Triple H. I do think Triple H is a great wrestler. I'm not going to lie. And I think that, I may not agree with decisions. I may not agree with how he does things. But there is no doubt, even if the guy wasn't in the position he is in the company, the guy would be a main eventer. There's no doubt in my mind. He's that good. I really believe that. But at the same time, both guys have not really wrestled in a long time. Undertaker's last great match that I can remember off the top of my head, because I don't think he hasn't had a great match since the one with Shawn. And, Triple H, so I don't know. I don't know what to expect. Maybe they can pull off, one, go out there and bust it up and just tear the house down. See. Randy Orton versus CM Punk. This is the match I'm most looking forward to myself, because I'm a big CM Punk fan, and there's a part of me that really wants CM Punk to go over. I don't think we're going to see that. I think it would be the right idea for CM Punk to go over, because I'm not going to lie. I think the feud of the feud, even though you're going to have Rock versus Cena, I really do think the feud for next year's WrestleMania really does need to be Punk and Cena. I'm not lying about that. If they want to draw out Rock and Cena till WrestleMania, then I would say the stuff between that should be Punk and Cena. I really think if you let Punk just go out and just go after Cena, and, I think it could be really, really good. I don't think that's what we'll see. I think we'll see Randy Orton go over, but, Rey Mysterio versus Cody Rhodes, I think this could be good as well if they give it time. That's going to be the big thing. Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan. I'm not going to lie, I think this could steal the show if they give these guys time. And by time, I mean 10, 15 minutes. Really, really, really mean that. I think if they go, okay, we're going to see what both of these guys can do, we're going to give them a shot, we're going to, see what they can do on the big stage, I think this could be something. I'm not the biggest fan of the push Sheamus has gotten. I'm a big fan of Daniel Bryan. I do think he's the one that should go over, but that's just me, more of a Daniel Bryan fan. But I do wish they, even if Sheamus won, I would say I really hope they give these guys time, because I really do think that they both could kind of showcase and really show what they could do. Then we got the match of ugliness. Big Show, Kane, Santino Marella, Vladimir Kozlov versus the Core, Wade Barrett, Justin Gabriel, Heath Slater, and Ezekiel Jackson. Not looking forward to this. This will probably be complete comedy. Yeah. blah, to say the least. John Morrison, Trish Stratus, and Snooki versus Dolph Ziggler and like Cool. I think this could actually be good, depending on, if Snooki just kind of stays on the outside, doesn't get involved, you let John Morrison and Dolph Ziggler go out there, you let Trish kind of do her thing. This could be really good. I think it could be surprisingly fun. Let me put it that way. So there's that. Then you have Jerry Lawler versus Michael Cole with Jack Swagger, Stone Cold Steve Austin. I expect this to be really wild, really crazy. Be interesting to see what they do here. But I think it could be good. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I think this, this match has gotten probably the best build, which is kind of funny because I don't think they did the best job of this on Raw. But this match has gotten the best build. I know a lot of people are like, oh, but I am kind of big into this match. I am into this match, depending on, to see what they do and how they do it. It's finally going to be Jerry Lawler kind of getting his on Michael Cole. Steve Austin will be there. It'll be interesting to see, and I'm looking forward to it. I don't think that, this WrestleMania could be really good, and it could also be just kind of but we'll wait and see. We'll see how it goes. Let me just put it that way. But I'm looking forward to the weekend. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody and meeting everybody and just having just a whole lot of fun. Without question, I am looking really, really, really forward to this weekend. This is my, this is kind of my weekend. This is the weekend I look forward to all year. There's lots of other things I would like to go throughout the year to go to, events like WrestleMania, not necessarily wrestling related, but things like WrestleMania. I'm just not able to go to for various reasons. So this is the one thing I get to go to. It's a lot of fun, always a lot of fun. So I've rambled on long enough. Look forward to seeing everyone that's going to be there. Look forward to, and apparently, and I'm just going to throw this out there, apparently I don't look like myself when I'm at these events. People have told me that the last 2 years. Crazy Mike likes bringing this up a lot when we talk. He says, man, you don't look the same. And I don't know if that's good or bad, but apparently I don't. I mean, to the point where a guy took a picture standing beside me, because we were just all kind of taking pictures of each other. This was when we were in Houston, and turned to Bill and Doug and said, hey, where's Truth? I thought he lived in Houston. And they were like, you just took a picture with the fool. He's sitting next to you. So yeah, whatever that means. But if you don't recognize me, you'll probably recognize some of the people I'm with. So there you go. Without a doubt, fun weekend. And like I said, for all of you that can't be there, hey, check out the 2 Ring of Honor shows. Check out the Dragon Gate show. Check out WrestleMania. Realize those 4 shows, and then realize that lots of us are doing other things as well, and realize the craziness that is WrestleMania. So yeah. So with that, I'm out. Have a good one.